Hello everyone, this is John Alexander Lopez Argote, and this time I want to give my humble opinion about the third presidential debate highlight Clinton versus Donald Trump, about the Second Amendment of having a gun in the US, and specifically how you can refute someone else's idea. And this time I want to show a short part of the video, and later we can discuss about it. We can have a discussion.
Saving people's lives and defending the Second Amendment.
Let me bring Mr. Trump in here. The bipartisan open debate coalition got millions of votes on questions to ask here, and this was, in fact, one of the top questions that they got. How will you ensure the Second Amendment is protected? You just heard Secretary Clinton's answer. Does she persuade you that while you may disagree on regulation, that in fact she supports a Second Amendment right to bear arms?
Well, the D.C. versus Heller decision was very strongly, and she was extremely angry about it. I watched. I mean, she was very, very angry when upheld. And Justice Scalia was so involved, and it was a well-crafted decision. But Hillary was extremely upset, extremely angry, and people that believe in the Second Amendment and believe in it very strongly were very upset with what she had to say.
Well, let me bring in Secretary Clinton. Were you extremely upset?
Well, I was upset because, unfortunately, dozens of toddlers injure themselves, even kill people with guns, because, unfortunately, not everyone who has loaded guns in their homes takes appropriate precautions. But there's no doubt that I respect the Second Amendment, that I also believe there's an individual right to bear arms. That is not in conflict with sensible, common sense regulation. And, look, I understand that Donald's been strongly supported by the NRA. The gun lobby's on his side. They're running millions of dollars of ads against me. And I regret that, because what I would like to see is for people to come together and say, of course, we're going to protect and defend the Second Amendment, but we're going to do it in a way that tries to save some of these 33,000 lives that we lose every year.
Let me bring...
Okay, according to this, somehow Donald Trump, he's for the Second Amendment, that is like a regulation that somehow approves to have a gun legally in the US, and even such amendment and the justice or the promoters of that Second Amendment, they thought that Hillary Clinton is against of it. Is against of it because she thinks, on the other hand, that she is not saying that it is not okay to have a gun, that it is an individual right to have a gun, maybe for self-protection, but somehow it is necessary to have like a control, like a regulation, a specific surveillance about having a gun or owning a gun in the US, because even some toddlers who were not the owners of the guns could kill people, and maybe to prevent such deaths to happen again, it is absolutely necessary to control, to watch over the owners or the people who pretend to have a gun. And such regulations can prevent other deaths to happen in future events, in future circumstances. I agree with her. Somehow that we need to control it. It is rightful to have a gun, but for good purposes. Because if you do it for evil, or it is just for maybe killing others or something like that, obviously you are the perpetrator and you deserve punishment. That's my humble opinion about the matter. I much appreciate your attention, and thank you so much.